Men are dumb, just dumb. I can't explain the dumbness that I see from most guys, and it pains my soul really to a large degree. Because the more I watch guys and the more I observe and I look at the behavior, and I just say, Jesus Christ, man! Like most of you guys are really like just you're dogs that happen to be humans, and you guys are like the most primal animals that I can look at. Like most of you guys, you're not built to do anything. Like you're just kind of pointless. And I want to speak on this more because it's gonna hurt society. See, as much as we try to promote guys and do shit, most guys are not worth promoting. Most guys are actually like worth demoting. We should probably put like most guys in a camp and have them sent away somewhere to go learn some shit, which used to be called the army. But most guys are not signed up for the army because we realize the army is an industrial complex thing. But when I look at most guys, I just look at hopeless men, hopelessly like just down the dump men who will never recover because they don't want to recover. To be honest with you, I think most guys are just inherently lazy, and they think they're entitled or due something for some reason. I hear guys all the time talk about, I'm a productive man. I do things and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's like, bro, that's the job of a man. You're supposed to carry the burden of society. That's your role in civilization is to carry the burden. There is no other option for you. If you don't want to carry the burden, you better hope that you were born rich and you can live off daddy's money until you die. But if that's not the case, bro, get your ass up and go learn some shit. Go learn how to work. And when I say work, I don't mean just go get a job like sitting as a cashier. I'm talking about actually go do some real work, moving some shit, some labor. So you can learn what it's like to put in an honest days of work. So many guys essentially are just like just sludges. Sludge, slime, worms. And it ruins society because now the internet has given a lot of these guys the ability to speak and talk when they really would never have a room to talk in any other like realm of men in reality because they're so useless and so pointless to even being around. And because that we have to deal with this fucking bullshit on the internet, these guys are able to congregate and create communities where they can essentially all be losers together and gripe about society and how society's not fair and blah, 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 and men are being attacked. Bro, let me tell you something. I work as a handyman. I go around the city and I fix things for people. I'm like Spider-Man with a fucking power drill. And what I can tell you about as being a handyman, somebody who comes in and solves people's problems for them, what I can tell you is that you get treated like a god. People look at you and they say, this guy's a magician. This guy is a fucking savior. I had a lady call me Jesus. A lady said, oh, Jesus is back. I said, what? Because I put some light fixtures into your house, you call me Jesus? And that's what it's like being a man's man. And when I say a man's man, I'm not talking about Bugattis. I'm not talking about fucking OnlyFans girls. I'm not talking about being any of that other shit or wearing flashy, stylish clothes or anything like that. When I say being a man's man, it's about a man who can look at some shit, engineer the way to solve it, act upon those engineering plans, and then solve the problem and leave with a smile on his face and say, thank you for hiring me. Thank you for supporting my business. I appreciate you. That's a man's man. A man who's respected by other men and is looked at as an inspiration, as the light for society. That's what it's like to be a man's man. We have let society con you guys into this idea of the flashy, like Iron Man, I guess you would say Tony Stark archetype of a man, which is not what a man is. What makes Tony Stark so fucking dope as a man is that he solves problems, he makes cool shit, and he goes out and he saves the world. The Flash is the cool thing. That's the after effect. That's the outcome of doing real top gangster man shit. And you too can have all this. All this stuff you see in my apartment was not here 2 years ago. Was not there 3 years ago. Wasn't even there a year ago. This is all the result of me doing man shit. My computer. This stylish fucking Monkey D. Luffy red vest. That Dennis Rodman jersey. Those bows. Those swords. That fucking Captain Irvine Scout Legion jacket. That's all the byproduct of me going out with a power drill and fixing shit for people. And that's what you have to understand, that the things that you gain, the thing that you garner, the things that you pick up and build as you grow into a man is the byproduct of doing man shit, of doing hard shit. It's like 1 + 1. You got to do the math before you get 2. 2 doesn't just come out of nowhere. There's 1 step, plus the other step, and it gives you the outcome of 2, which is greater than the sum of the whole. Or greater than the whole of the sum, whatever the fucking saying is. And that's what I want to preach to young guys. Stop trying to make the image of being a man and go out and actually be a man. If you're on fucking social media and you're out there taking pictures and gay shit like that, you are not a man. You are a female draped in a man costume. Because that's female energy. Women go out and celebrate their looks and what they look like. Men go out there and celebrate their work. Start doing some work that's worth the goddamn, and you'll have something to take pictures of. You have something that you be proud of to show off because you built something. You did something. This ugly mug I got, I don't give a goddamn. I wish I had more scars. I wish I had more battle wounds. Because at the end of the day, what makes a man is his legacy and what he built and what he grew and what he constructed and engineered to make the world a better place. And that's what being a man is about. That's why a man's world is business. Business and fighting. That's what you need to be doing as a man. You need to be doing business and you need to be out there fighting folks. Now, I'm not talking about fighting niggas in the street. I'm talking about going in the ring and go testing these hands, testing those shins, testing these elbows, and doing a business. Figure out how to serve a community and being the best at it, dominating that thing, and then growing rich from that. You don't want to get rich from a job. There's no fun in getting rich from a job. It's very tragic. One of the saddest things I see is men who take their job too seriously. You should take business very seriously, but don't take your job seriously. Because your job is nearly just a vehicle to help you supply enough money to put it into your business so you can go build your own business and have freedom. Because man's only true happiness and peace comes from freedom. And if you're under the thumb of a boss who tells you when to come, when to go, when you can piss, when you can eat, and controls how much money you can make, that's not being a man. That's being a chick with a fucking man costume. And we got to start calling this shit out. We really need to start calling out the bullshit that guys are out here doing. We got guys that want to get a girlfriend. And I say, why do you need a girlfriend? Why do you need a girl in your life? Well, because you got to get practice. No, you don't need no goddamn practice. Back in the day, it was never practice. If you wanted to get a girl, you had to be a man that was worth a goddamn. You had to have a fucking industry. You had to have something that you can put her into a role so she could be successful in your family unit and then slowly start to build and conjugate a family. But she came in as a worker. She came in to serve and help you so you guys can be able to make enough resources or to help you make enough resources where you can support the family so she could stay at home and be happy. That was the essence of what marriage was. That's still the essence of marriage. That's how all successful marriages come out. Is when the man is in the leadership role, he builds a position through business. He allows his woman to work within his life business and to take care of the home things. So he's able to go out in the world and go take care of business and not worry about things that are back at home. Because you don't need to be worrying about things at home if you're running a business. You gotta. It's hard enough going out there dealing with man management, making sure resources and logistics get all taken care of, managing people, managing customers and clientele. You don't need to be worrying about making dumb phone calls, cleaning up the house, and there's food and shit being there. You know, and that's why most men who are single, you probably live in a very small either apartment or a little small one-story house. Because you don't need a big-ass house. Why you got to have a big-ass house for if you're living by yourself and you're taking care of business? A house is meant for a family. You get a house, as soon as you get that house, you got to start looking to start building a family. And that's what guys are seeing they've got. Guys have just turned to fucking women. They really have. Like, the modern man is such a fucking cowardice, weak, spineless creature that has no fucking ethics or morals or principles by which how he can govern himself. And then he brings that weakness into a fucking relationship, and then he expects the woman to listen to you. What are you talking about, guy? What are we talking about? If you want a woman to be able to listen to you and respect you, be a respectable motherfucker. And you know how you become respectable? By being respectable amongst men, because women conjugate towards power. So if you're a powerful man, if men look at you and say, God damn it, that's the fucking man right there. Guess what women do? I guess he is the man. I should probably treat him as such. And if you're not getting that type of response from people, then you're not a fucking man. You're just not a man. You're a fucking pussy. And we got to start acknowledging and start calling out guys are being pussy. The way society is run, the reason society is all fucked up is because guys are pussies. They're scared to talk. They're scared to reach. They're scared to preach. They're worried about being canceled. Listen, if you got a business, you can't be fucking canceled because you got skills. And all you got to do is just package, market, and make a new business. And you can keep that shit running forever. Because once you learn how to make one business, you can make two. If you can make two, you can make four. If you can make four, you can make eight. You can make eight, you make 16, and so forth and so forth. The game never fucking stops. And that's what happened to most men. They fucking stopped. They gave up. They got fat. They lost their spine, lost their backbone, and started compromising on shit they didn't need to compromise. And that's why they're fucking pussies now. So if you don't want to be a pussy anymore, reach out to me at apexsapien.com. Book a consultation. I'll tell you how not to be a pussy no more, how to get your fucking life on track, and how to be a goddamn man that's fucking respectable. Because this shit is fucking pathetic. And you know what? I'm with the women. Most of you niggas are pathetic. You don't deserve respect. You don't deserve happiness. You don't deserve anything. You deserve to be fucking sad, miserable, and stuck in your house fucking being with lame ass fucking people on Reddit crying and shit. That's what most of you niggas really do in real life. You sit on the internet, you fucking cry on Reddit and bitch about bitches fucking not treating you correctly. You don't deserve to be treated correctly. Women respect power. They respect authority. They respect resources. So get you some resources, get you some goddamn power, get you some goddamn authority, and you'll find that life will treat you in the best way possible. Because let me tell you something. As a man's man, I can do anything on this goddamn planet I want. And ain't nobody going to fucking stop me. You know what they're going to try to do? They're going to try to fucking join me. And that should be your fucking ideology. One man, one mic, one message. You're either with me or you're against me. And goddamn, if you're against me, you better pray to God because I ain't got no fucking mercy for you. Have a good one.